Vicente, I think we can kick off this this session. As mentioned, it's a pleasure to be here today with Innovación Minera del Perú, the mining hub in Peru, and the companies who are posting a challenge together with us in EU-LAC Digital Accelerator. Just a quick overview on the agenda that we have for today. I will give a brief introduction and welcome about EU-LAC Digital Accelerator, just to provide some background about what we're doing together with the hub and the companies that are posting a challenge with us. So very quick overview of the accelerator. Then Angela from the hub will provide all of you an overview about the activities that they do, the companies that they represent, and the set of challenges that are open to our community. So she will give a great overview for everyone who is interested in working together with those companies in solving the challenge. Then we will make an introduction. We will go deeply into the challenge to get some background information about what they are demanding, what they are requesting, and so on. And then we will have some minutes in order to answer your questions or clarifications you may have about the challenge in order to help you find the right match with the companies. So this is the agenda that we have for today. If you have any question, if you want to introduce yourself to the audience, we will be very happy if you do that. So you can use the chat just to make some introductions, get to know your companies, and obviously share any question that you may have about the challenge that we are representing. So having said that, and just to go to kick off the meeting, quick words about EU-LAC. This is a program, an initiative that is funded by the European Union, and our main goal here is to accelerate digital transformation in Europe, Latin America, and the Caribbean. That's our mission. This accelerator will be running until 2027, so there are still a few years for us to go. So we are just in the very beginning. Our mission, our main goal is to connect corporates and startups to boost digital transformation. So we are a platform. We are an initiative that seeks to help corporates, startups to do businesses together, to solve challenge together, and doing it by joining or by mixing, by collaborating between the companies from Europe, Latin America, and the Caribbean. The way it works is corporates from one continent, in this case from Latin America, they are posting, they are sharing their challenge, and they are looking for solvers in Europe in order to solve them. So we are trying to support, or we are promoting those kind of cross-continental collaboration between both companies. This is our main goal, and this is the kind of partnerships, the kind of collaboration of businesses that we are pursuing. So different kind of companies, different cultures, ways of working. Our main goal here in EU-LAC is to make everyone work well together. And what's in for startups, SMEs, assuming that most of you who are joining today, you are startups, you are SMEs providing digital solutions to our corporates. What we provide is mainly access to international business opportunities in Latin America and the Caribbean. In this case, right now we have around 92, 94 active challenge into our platform. It means 92 challenge that are looking for a solution that you may be providing. So main goal that we have, or first goal that we have, is providing you with these business opportunities and sharing with you the challenge that we have within our accelerator. We understand that this is not only about identifying the opportunities, about finding well opportunities, but it's about implementing them. So therefore we are offering also services. Those are in-kind services valued in 30k euros, 30,000 euros, which are provided by members of the accelerator. So those are services that we provide to you in order to support during the implementation of your solutions. Normally, this kind of collaborations that we are pursuing requires to do a proof of concept, to test the technology, to test the market, find investors, funding, and so on. So this is the kind of support that we are providing. So matching with corporates and building the partnerships with them. Just to sum up, this is what we have to offer. We are an international team, several partners, several profiles, both in Europe, Latin America, and the Caribbean. So we are able to cover different regions and different specialties. We are all related with technology, entrepreneurship, and open innovation. So we are confident that we can provide the support that you will need. As mentioned, I mean, this is there are a lot of challenges running at the same time in different countries, different locations, and so on. So therefore, we have a matching platform. We will share the link into the chat, and we encourage everyone to join the platform, so you can have access to the marketplace of challenge. There you will have the full description of them, and you can start having conversations with the company. So you can join our platform in order to be updated on the opportunities that we have. As mentioned, we provide opportunities into the matching platform, and we can help to accelerate the partnerships that you establish within the accelerator or outside. I mean, if you already have a partnership, if you are a corporate, if you are a startup working with a counterpart in the other side of the Atlantic, we can support. You can apply to the open call. This is available also into our website, and what we do is supporting you through a set of services into the implementation into a new country, into a new continent. This is the kind of services that we are offering, from proof of concept to business case and investment and scaling. And basically what we do is to identify which is or to support you in the process of identifying which is the best technological solution to be implemented, to run the POCs, the proof of concepts, to test the technology, to make assessments, to understand the market, how to build a go-to-market there, how to get access to new customers, which is the best strategies that you can pursue, scale, get access to investors, to funding, to other stakeholders. This is like an overview on the services that we are providing, just for you to be aware on how we can support. And having said that, I mean, just an overview on what we are doing today. The session is focused on introducing you to our audience the challenge that we have from the hub, from the corporates themselves. So this is just we will send you a survey for you to get to provide feedback about this session. So from my side, I mean, this is just a brief introduction of what we are doing, and as mentioned, we are here today to really understand better the challenge from the hub, from their companies. So Angela, all yours, and I hope that we can find solvers today with the meeting.
Thank you, Miguel. Hello, everyone. So I'm going to share my screen. Please let me know if you can see it properly.
Yeah, it works.
Perfect. So, hi, everyone. Again, so today we are going to know our Peruvian challenge that we have identified in the hub. So first, I want to introduce you to what is the hub. So the Hub de Innovación Minera del Perú is an association that was born as an initiative of the mining companies to facilitate innovation and collaboration in the sector. We promote collaborative projects and co-developments as a response to their challenge. And we have 4 main objectives. There are promote a culture of innovation and collaboration, reduce the effort to connect with the ecosystem, accelerate the development of initiatives that solve challenge. And the most important is position the mining sector as an innovative sector. So how we work, we have 3 main shafts. The first one is enhance talent and culture among workers of association companies. So we do that by making workshops and also our programs in T, that the mining companies share what innovations they are doing in their mining companies. And doesn't matter if it's an innovation that has success, but also can be innovations that doesn't work. So they can share that with all other mining companies that are associated from the hub, and they are their payers. Our second shaft is create spaces between peers to propose innovative solutions and promote cross learning. We have work spaces like the Method Hub that have training shafts too, that are sustainable, intelligent, and innovative culture, and our Meet Hub. So in this kind of spaces, as I say, it's a work spaces between pairs. So we bring solutions there from the specific areas, but also we share with innovations that are from another countries with our allies. And our third shaft is actively search for innovative solutions in response to their association challenge. So in this kind of program is how we identify the challenges that are happening in the mining sector, and how can we solve them. And this part is always an open call. So from the EU-LAC, we have 8 mining companies that are participating with their challenge, and we have identified 14 challenges. So for this second session, we have 4 main thematics. Also, we have our challenge and the mining companies that will join us today to present more in a technical way their challenge. So I am going to talk about the thematic, the challenge, what mining company has the challenge. We have some representatives that are for each mining company. They are going to solve all your technical questions. So for the first thematic, water resource and social engagement, we have 3 challenges. The R7 that you see there is the number of the challenge. So the R7 is measuring real-time bathymetry variables in sectors with higher runoff flows and water reserves to access storage and sediment volume. This is from the mining company Buenaventura. Our first challenge is real-time monitor flow rates discharge and their impact. This is from the mining company Batea San Buenaventura. The third challenge in water resource and social engagement is automating the collection, analysis, and management of risk data from diverse news and event sources to enhance accuracy and efficiency in identifying and mitigating critical risks as mining units, thereby improving safety and community relations. This is from the mining company Hatbay. Our second topic is energy and underground operations. We have two challenges in there. Is monitoring geochemical failures remotely to prevent low-cost rockfall incidents in time mine. This is from the mining company Bateas. Also, improving control over drilling and loading parameters to optimize the loading process of drill holes with explosive in advanced process. This is from the mining company Alpayana. Our third topic is smart lining and preventive maintenance. We have three challenges in there. Real-time monitoring of mobile equipment and personnel in underground mines using leaky feeders or lighting system. This is from the mining company Alpayana. Preemptively identifying truck tire failures using artificial intelligence. This is from the mining company Antamina. And the last challenge in smart lighting and preventive maintenance is utilizing core data from high tonnage mining truck combustion engines for proactive and predictive maintenance, encompassing models like the 793F Ultra, Class Komatsu 930, and other brands. This is from the mining company Antamina and the big supplier Bixura. And even in our last topic, the mineral exploration and characterization. If you had joined to our first session, this is in this second session is the first time that we are joining this this topic. So we have two challenges in here. There are improving indirect exploration methods with P-wave and S-wave velocity data from microsystem monitoring system. This is from the mining company Poderosa. And the last one is measuring and characterizing mineral hardness with sensors during the drilling stage. This is from the mining company Antamina. So this is our challenge and our main topics that we are presenting here in this second session. Be aware that if you have any questions about any of this challenge, you can put it in the chat. Then the end of my presentation, we're going to solve your questions because we have our representative of one of the mining companies that are here. So they are going to solve all your questions. So what are the next steps? What if I have a solution and I want to present? So the first one is you need to sign up in the EU-LAC Digital Accelerator. We're going to share the link in the chat. Once that you are registered, please review the challenge. You can filter by the mining category. If you consider that your technological solution could solve any of the challenges of the Hub de Innovación Minera del Perú, please send your proposal to the emails that you see on the screen before October 7th of this year. This proposal that you are going to send to the Technalia team, they're going to send to the hub and they're going to be evaluated by the mining companies. And if one of our mining companies consider that your solutions can solve the challenge that we present, it's going to be a meeting when you are going to solve. You're going to present your solution again. Maybe have some more technical questions from the mining company. If the mining corporation and the European startup decide to work collaborate through an alliance, they may apply to receive acceleration service from EU-LAC. Currently, call number 2 is open and closed on October 31. However, a new call for new alliance will be open in the coming months. So we're going to send that link too. And that is all for the channels. I am going to present again for everyone to see it. So please let your questions in the chat, or you can open your mic too. If you have a question, you can raise your hand. And we have a team that is going to help us with the translation, so don't worry about that. And that is all. Thanks.
Okay, so feel free now to start with the questions. If anybody has one, we're going to be ready to assist. If not, we do have some questions that are already prepared to guide you through the technical questions, as Angela was explaining before. So we're going to be starting with some technical questions for Buenaventura. Okay, so we're going to go to challenge number 1. And the first question for Buenaventura would be, what equipment is currently used for topographic surveys and how often are they conducted? En español vendría a ser, ¿con qué equipos se están realizando los levantamientos topográficos actualmente y con qué frecuencia se están realizando? So please, Buenaventura, por favor, Buenaventura, para comenzar con esta primera pregunta.
Hola, buen día. Nosotros medimos semanalmente, no la batimetría, sino el nivel de agua en la presa, y la batimetría en sí lo hacemos cada 6 meses. Los niveles de agua lo hacemos con los GPS normales, ¿no? O sea, el teodolito o el trípode, digamos, el equipo común de topografía. Y la batimetría sí tenemos un sistema, una consultora especializada, ¿no? Que utiliza algunos rayos, no sabría cómo se llama ahorita exactamente el equipo, en el que te hace que pues una topografía del interior de la presa de Relaves, ¿no?
Perfect. Give me a second. Okay, so they're explaining that they are not, that they do measure weekly, not only the bathymetry, but also the levels of the water in the dam. And if they do not do it, they're going to be making this measurement every 6 months. The measurement and the level of the water, they're going to be doing it with GPS systems. We do have a system of consultancy to use some rays. They don't have the technical questions for this rays, but it's the team that is doing the topographic measurements and interior of the dam itself. So we would be having a second question for Buenaventura as well, and those would be, which sectors do you have topographic data and why are they being prioritized? En español sería, ¿cuáles son los sectores de los que se tienen datos topográficos y por qué están siendo priorizados?
Los datos de la presa de Relaves para nosotros son bastante relevantes porque podemos conocer nuestro volumen disponible para disponer relaves, ¿no? Y es necesario priorizarlo porque también va a depender nuestra forma de disposición de relaves, ¿no? Básicamente por el volumen disponible para disponer relaves.
So they're saying that for the tailings, it's not really necessary to prioritize So as their disposition, it's going to be also depending on it. So they are going to be guiding themselves, and they're going to be prioritizing by the volume that they're going to be able to assess. Listo, entonces vamos a pasar al reto número 7, que también es vuestro. We're going to be jumping off to the challenge number 7, that is also held by Buenaventura. So the first question would be, what equipment is currently used for topographic surveys and how often are they conducted? En español vendría a ser con qué equipos se están realizando los levantamientos topográficos y actualmente y con qué frecuencia.
A ver, tenemos dos medidas. Una que solamente medimos la altura de agua y relave puntual, que lo hacemos una vez por semana con GPS o topografías GPS, ¿no? Y el segundo es la batimetría en sí de la presa de relaves, que lo hacemos cada 6 meses. El equipo que utilizamos, mire, no tengo ahorita, me parece que se llama Apache 5 o Apache 5, que es un bote, ¿no? Es a través de un bote donde hacen como que miden el nivel de agua en toda la presa de relaves, ¿no? Las alturas de agua, y así van sacando como que la topografía de la presa de relaves.
So in that sense, they are explaining that they do have 2 measurements, and that they do only measure the height or the detail of the water and the tailings at the punctual level. They do it once a week with GPS or topographic measurements. And the second one is that the barometry, they do it, the measurement of the barometry, they do it every 6 months. She doesn't have the exact date at the minute, but they do it with the technology that is called Apache Fire 5, that it's a boat that they can measure the whole water that is being held at the dam and the tailings. So in that sense, that's how they are going to be taking out the data for the topographic assessments. So that is going to be for Buenaventura. Thank you very much, Gabriela. We do have a question over here that was held also in the chat. We're going to be having it from the company Cybel. I hope that I'm responding it correctly. So they are asking directly, we were wondering if there are any challenges related to satellite remote sensing and where could be of assistance. And alternatively, we are also looking to connect with mining companies interested in testing the interrogation of the satellite remote sensing technologies into their daily workflows. En español también sería, nos preguntábamos si existen desafíos relacionados con la teledetección satelital en los que podamos ser de ayuda. Alternativamente, también estamos buscando conectarnos con empresas mineras interesadas en probar la integración de tecnologías de teledetección satelital en sus flujos de trabajo diarios. So anybody for the mining hub or any companies that can answer this question? This is going to be from Cybel, they are based in Portugal.
Good morning. This is Alexander Chacon from Antamina. Right now, our management area is working in the GIS platform implementation. So we are trying to implement a framework to govern the image processing, all the gathering or collecting the pictures from satellites, from drones. Maybe we can discuss about that, where we can use this kind of technology. I'm interested in discuss about that.
Hello, everyone. It's Robin here from Cybel. Thanks a lot, Alex. So I think we're very interested about getting in touch with any minds which are interested about this technology. So I can give you. I will just send you my email through the chat, and maybe we can try to organize another call to discuss it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Robin. Any new questions in the chat? Yeah.
I have a question. Yeah, I place it in the chat, but I can also do it via mic. For challenge R9, I was wondering if the company is looking for a solution that has both hardware and software, or if they already have some sensor data monitoring the tires that can be used to integrate other software solutions.
Para el reto número 9 se requiere traducción. Preguntan si están buscando por un hardware y software en la solución o si ya previamente se tiene pues una solución en sensórica, en data, en lo que son pues las ruedas, en los tires, en lo que se pueda integrar pues bueno una solución vía software o hardware también, sería para el reto número 9.
Para Alex. Alex, ¿estás por ahí?
Para Antamina, por favor.
Yeah, that question is more related with Brian. Right now we have some platform to monitoring some parameters on tires, but we can chat about that. Our challenge right now is integrate that information in our cloud system in order to analyze and integrate with another operational parameters, maybe for predictive maintenance. The thing here is we are fixing some issues with the route building. No, right now we are implementing a new processes to build the whole road. That means that we are getting better speeds, and at the same time we are improving the tire lives. But this is one thing that we can chat about that as well.
Okay, maybe we can book a meeting, because we did a solution for predictive maintenance for Metro do Porto, for the train in Porto. So it might be similar. Thank you.
Yeah. So thanks for the answer. So at the beginning, because I am leading the artificial intelligence team, the internal team in Antamina, they said we want to implement some predictive modeling to increase the tire lives. Nobody says, okay, but what is the root cause that you have the root cause analysis for that? And finally, we discovered that due to the operational context, dry season, wet season, and the complexity of the geography, we have some issues with the roads. But this is one thing that we, for sure, we need to discover or to research more about another technologies.
Thank you very much, Alex. So we're gonna be jumping to challenge number 2 for Alpayana. I think that we have Andrea Quevedo here to help us represent Alpayana. So the question would be the following: what is the approximate expected cost of the sensor that make up the lighting system? En español tendríamos la pregunta que sería: ¿cuál es el costo aproximado esperado de los sensores que conforman el sistema de iluminación?
Hola, buenos días. No es que tengamos un costo ya definido. De hecho, dependería mucho del análisis económico que se haga en su momento, ¿no? Para poder hacer el business case de este proyecto y también del alcance que vayamos a limitar con la solución que nos vayan a proponer, ¿no? No hay un costo, realmente depende del momento de definir ya el alcance según la solución que nos puedan brindar y ahí poder presentar el caso de negocio.
Gracias. So in that sense, they are specifying that they don't have a defined cost, and that this would very much depend on the analysis, the economic analysis that they would be making, and the business case that it would be implemented to solve what is going to be the challenge. So in that sense, they are not closed to one specific cost, or they are not expecting a fixed cost for it. They're going to be open to the proposals that they're going to be getting. Okay, so we're going to be staying with Alpayana. Nos quedamos con Alpayana. And the next question would be, what connectivity infrastructure is currently available for operations? Lo que tendríamos en esta respuesta sería, en esta pregunta, sería ¿con qué infraestructura de conectividad se cuenta actualmente en las operaciones?
Actualmente contamos tanto con leaky feeder como con fibra óptica. De hecho, tenemos desde cierto nivel, ya en la zona más profunda de nuestra mina, leaky feeder con la tecnología UHF y bueno, fibra óptica también en zonas estratégicas de la operación.
So they currently do have leaky feeder or optic fiber, and they do have it. It is not on a great depth of the mine, but they do have leaky feeder with technology of UHF. And also they do have this optic fiber at the very strategic zones of operation in the mine. Okay, I'm gonna go and check if we have any new questions. Not so far, so we're gonna be staying with Alpayan as well for a last question for them. And that is gonna be, what is the current range of available sensor or equipment for detecting toxic gases? So in that sense, the question would be, ¿cuál es el radio de alcance actual de los sensores o equipos disponibles para identificar algún gas tóxico? So we're gonna go and stay with Alpayana for this question. Seguimos con Alpayana para esta pregunta, que sería, ¿cuál es el radio de alcance actual de los sensores o equipos disponibles para identificar algún gas tóxico?
Sí. No tenemos sensores fijos instalados. De hecho, hay monitoreos que hacen según programación del equipo de salud y de ventilación también, ¿no? Y obviamente también los hay equipos que llevan los mismos operadores como parte, ¿no? De su indumentaria para poder identificar en labores de alto riesgo, ¿no? Si existe gases. Pero no es que tengamos sensores fijos instalados para esta detección de gases tóxicos.
Gracias, Andrea. So the answer would be that they don't have fixed sensors in that sense installed that do make these measurements. They do explain that they do have some fixed measurements, or that they do have some equipment that do ensure that the toxicity is not going to be a hazard in that sense for the gases within the operation. So any new questions that may be for this challenge for Alpayana from the chat or from the attendees? Okay, so we're gonna be continuing with, in this sense, Antamina for challenge number 15. So this would be the first question. Is there a logic or predictive maintenance criteria for each type of the track, or in what aspects do they vary? This would be for Antamina or Big Sora in that sense as well. So Alex from Antamina to be able to answer. Thank you,
And
Alex.
could you repeat this? So I missed. Sorry, I am in a noisy space because I don't have power energy in my house, so I need to move to a public space.
Yep, definitely, no worries. So the question would be, is there any logic or predictive maintenance criteria for each type of track, or in what aspects do they vary?
So I don't have all the information, but maintenance area for sure has some planned activities, no, to perform in the tracks inspections. Uh, 1.5 years ago, we implement SIP as our ARP because we moved from Ellipse. Right now, I know that they are implementing some predictive maintenance model in SIP, but at the same time, they are installing like a asset monitoring tool, but it's based on rules. So they said that they are able to monitor at least 9 operational parameters, or maybe one of these operational could be mixing or assembling several parameters, no, using maybe machine learning, and based on that, you diagnostic what is the issue, and you raise some maintenance activity. So, but we are in the way to implement that kind of solution. For more detail, we need to arrange a meeting with the maintenance planner and reliability engineers from our mining site. Not sure if that answered the question, maybe partially, but this is the information that I have now.
Definitely, thank you, Alex. So in that sense, we're gonna be covering the next question. We're gonna be staying with you for a little bit. So in case you have this information, other question that we do have for you in this sense is, what other systems or additional sensors do the tracks currently have, and what functions do they serve, if you have this information?
We have several systems installed on the track. We have anti-collision, but anti-collision has some vibration sensors as well. They have some GPS, high precision GPS. Right now we are working evaluating these signals. At the same time, we are working with Komatsu because they are the main equipment manufacturer. No, we have these ultra class tracks in our operation, and we are working to collect all the information that they capture from the track. Currently, we are using modular solution, dispatch modular, minecart, provision. So and we have a lot of sensors there. No, in the next months, we are trying to piloting new sensors. No, taking advantage of these like smart devices or smart collectors that additional platforms will provide us. No, as example, I can't say the name of the provider, no, but it is a anti-collision solution. They said we are able to connect 9 additional signals from new sensors. And so we are in the way to identify what will be the right sensor that we need to implement or test in the future.
Thank you very much, Alex. That was very clear. So we're going to be having 2 more questions for you, and then we're going to be jumping for the next challenge. So still for Antamina, what data is the current analysis based on? Is it from the same brand, or is there any additional intervention?
No sé si me la podrías decir en español, me perdí una parte, por favor.
Sí, claro que sí. Dame un segundito. Sí, ¿cuál es la data a través de la cual se está realizando el análisis actual? ¿Es de la misma marca o hay alguna intervención adicional?
No, nosotros tenemos un equipo interno, ¿no? Entonces, so we have internal team, so we are right now mixing different data sources, you know, from mainly from Minecraft, from dispatch, and from our anti-collision system. Additionally, we are gathering information from weather, and for this iTrack platform, right now we are not able to connect, or we are not able to have online connection. No, we need to download all the information and do all using plain text, no, or flat files. It's important to mention that Antamina is running a data governance program. So we are trying to connect all the main data sources and modeling using domain approach. We do some work for mining or for technical services. That means shorter planning. Right now, we are working in the maintenance with the maintenance department. So we are mapping all the applications that we have. No, we are able to provide more information if some company is interested.
Thank you very much, Alex. And we're going to jump for the last question for you before we go to challenge number 14. But before we go there, Alex, the last question. What actions have been carried out so far that have not worked as a solution?
So in the case of the tires, I mentioned that I am not the main responsible in that space. I will run some analysis, but in the case of these failures in whole tracks, we are more focused in the engines, all the power system. The solution that we are trying to find out is predictive modeling that identifies some issue at least 1 week before of the failure. So instead to be more tactical, we need to think that our main customer is the planner. No, what happened? We want to avoid or minimize the impact in the maintenance, in the weekly maintenance plan. We're trying to avoid this unscheduled maintenance. This is the kind of solution that we are looking for.
Ann, ¿estás muteada por si acaso?
Thank you, Oscar. So Alex, thank you very much. We're going to be jumping off to challenge number 14 from the company, the corporate Hudbay. So in that sense, the question would be, why do current media monitoring options fail to fully meet the challenges needs? En español vendríamos a preguntar por qué las opciones actuales de monitoreo de medios no terminan por satisfacer las necesidades de vuestro reto.
Hola, hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes. Bueno, buenos días. Ya. Bueno, respecto al proyecto que hemos asignado al equipo, si bien es cierto, bueno, en internet hay varios medios digitales en los cuales se puede obtener información de estos. Recordemos que podríamos decir que podríamos hacer una clasificación, digamos, externa, por así decirlo. Sin embargo, dentro de este proyecto también influye mucho lo que es, digamos que información interna, o en este caso cerrada, que viene de las comunidades de los alrededores, ¿no? Los cuales influyen mucho en alguna acción que puede tomarse dentro de una acción que puede darse o bueno, en contra de la unidad minera que se encuentra cerca de esa comunidad. Por ese motivo es que no solamente el área de security se deja, bueno, utiliza información que hay en diferentes medios comunicativos, sino también utiliza información que viene del mismo, de los alrededores, ¿no?
Okay, thank you very much. They are explaining that there is already an assigned team, but it's also valuable to be looking up in the internet to search for digital media in which this kind of information can be obtained. But they are basically explaining that they are making an external classification, to call it some way, and that is going to be colliding in some way with the internal information that is actually coming from the communities of the surroundings of the mine. So in that sense, this is going to be a challenge as to what is the action that be taken internally, or that can be affecting, right, what is going to be happening at the mine itself. So in that sense, they're going to be trying to look for different media, different communication challenge that is going to be coming from the very inside of the surroundings. Y bueno, yo creo que tenemos otra pregunta para vosotros para finalizar, y luego pues daremos los últimos minutitos dentro del chat para, o también vamos a hacer micrófono abierto para las últimas preguntas que se puedan tener. We're going to go and jump for the last question for the company hotbay, and we're going to be giving the very last minutes to give the time to write the very last questions in the chat, or to give the option of an open mic to state your questions directly here in the webinar. So the last question for Hotbay would be, what are the key attributes or minimum criteria of the product that you're looking for? For example, working with information that you already have, automating a part of the process that is currently done manually, for example. En español sería, ¿cuáles son los atributos clave o los criterios mínimos de producto que estaríamos buscando? Por ejemplo, trabajar en una información que ya se tiene actualmente, automatizar alguna parte del proceso que se está realizando de manera virtual. ¿Qué sería pues ese criterio que estáis buscando para este producto final?
Ok. Bueno, actualmente con la información que nosotros contamos es información que no se encuentra estructurada. Eso quiere decir que en realidad la clasificación que se da a los medios, digamos, de comunicación, va a depender de qué tanto se relaciona con la comunidad donde, bueno, el entorno donde se encuentra la unidad minera, que en este caso vendría a ser Cusco, y cómo es que tal vez dicha noticia, por así decirlo, influiría en generar una acción directa contra la unidad minera, ¿no? Dependiendo a esto, lo que se necesita es que se realice una clasificación. Actualmente lo que el área de security realiza es a realizar un análisis de toda esta información y determinar cuál es la noticia que tal vez podría influir directamente en una acción hacia la unidad minera. Eso sería el primer punto, más que todo para las noticias que son, que se encuentran en internet o en diferentes medios de comunicación. Y en segundo lugar, que más vendría a ser el tema de encontrar información interna, por así decirlo, información cerrada. Bueno, en este caso, lo que se buscaría es ver la forma de cómo es que podría integrarse esta información con la información externa, ¿no? Que se encuentran en los diferentes medios de comunicación para que el producto final, bueno, para que el producto final sea por así decirlo, bueno, se pueda dar un tipo de, una perspectiva, por así podría decirse, donde, donde se pueda determinar diferentes eventos al cual pueda afectar directamente de alguna bueno, algún tipo de acción de intrusión o paro que afecte a la unidad minera, ¿no?
Okay. I'm gonna try to summarize it. Thank you very much, muchas gracias, Gianmarco. So they're basically stating that the information that they do have is not structured. So that means that there's a reality, right, in how they're gonna be communicating this information to the media, right, and how is it really gonna be related to the community and also in the surroundings and on the parameters of where the mining is located, which in this case would be Costco. And in that sense, they need this classification, right, of what is actually happening in the area. This is something that actually the security team is doing, and it's analyzing all this information and determine really what is going to be influencing directly to the actions that are going to be happening in the mine, and also how is this going to be also be impacted, or how is it going to be communicated with everything that is going to be happening in the internet. And secondly, it will be how is it that we're going to be working with the internal information, right? Or information that is going to be somehow disclosed. And really, the solution would be really in how it's going to be or how is it that we're going to be integrating the information that is internal with information that is actually external, right? And this is also something that is going to be different from what is actually going to be found in the media and the communication, and that is also going to be positive for the final product, and also when it comes to defining and predicting future events that are going to be affecting the mine. So that is going to be the last question for Hat Bay. Any last questions that the chat or the participants may be having at this minute? Okay, so I think that we're not going to be having any more questions.
Okay, thank you, Anne. I think it's been great. Quite a lot of questions, really interesting, and good to hear that we have taken the chance, no, to go through it within the session. Nothing to add really. It's been a pleasure. Thank you everyone who has joined today this webinar. Thank you to the hub, all the team, to Angela and all the team, and the companies from the hub who have joined today and who are sharing also their challenge to the European startup and SME community. So that's up to for today. As you can check in the screen, I mean, we are seeking for proposals up to October 7. Please, Julime and Diana have shared their emails in the chat. You can check them into the screen. In case you have a proposal you want to propose, please write to them, get in contact with us, and we can evaluate and we can share it with the corporates from the hub. So we have 1-2 weeks to go before the deadline. So you can do it as soon as possible, and we will help you during the process. So, and you can also access the matching platform. There you will have an overview, descriptions of the challenge, so you can get a better overview on them. So that's all from our side. Angela, if you want to close with a few words, that's all from our side.
Sure. Yes, it's to please, if you have solution, bring into the web from EU-LAC. You can check all the challenge that we as a hub have identified with our associates. So you have the contact from the Technalia team. So please send your solutions or the proposal. If you have any questions, please let them too. So don't forget this next step. I don't know if maybe we can take a final photo from these 2 sessions that we present all the challenge.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, please, if you can turn on your camera, don't be afraid to show yourself, please. Okay, perfect. So I am going to take this picture. 1 minute. Oh, thank you, Javier, for turning on your camera. So Antonio's joining us too. Perfect. Brandon too. So I don't know if Miguel is there. Also, Elena and Victor. Perfect. So I am going to take the picture. Okay, perfect. Miguel has turned your camera. Okay, 1, 2, 3. A big smile, please. Okay, thank you so much for your time and for joining us today, and saying thanks also from the EU-LAC team and the hub team that has worked a lot in identifying this channel with our associates, and thanks to the mining companies too.
Thank you so much. Let's keep in touch. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.